This 3D text element cover art looks insane, but it's made with the simplest setup ever, which makes it easy to use and highly customizable as well. It's all created in Blender and we'll go through it step by step, also using a secret texture in the tutorial. So let's get started with the first step, the text setup, where we'll start from scratch and create our text base. So in Blender, I'm gonna press Shift A and add a text here, and we can rotate it by pressing RZ90. And then press Tab key to go to the edit mode and write the song name here. Now in the text setting on the right, we can add extrude to it, add some bevel as well to make the corners rounded, and change the font to something cool. I'm gonna use the outward font, which I like a lot. After that, just play around with the spacing and the bevel, and once you're happy with it, press RY90 to rotate it to be facing front. Here's another shortcut that I'm using, Ctrl-Alt-Shift-C to make the origin go in the center of our geometry. Now let's split the view here by going to the corner, and I'm gonna add a camera here by pressing Shift A. Going to the camera view, I'm gonna press Shift F and adjust the camera angle to be coming from below a little bit. And another important detail is to go to your output setting and making 3K by 3K, since that's the cover art output setting. Now here I have the shader editor open with the world setting, and I'm gonna press new to create a new world here. To use another shortcut, we're gonna make sure that in our add-on, the node wrangler add-on is turned on, and with the background selected, just press Ctrl T and all these nodes will be automatically added. Now I'm just changing the SDRI here, and the one that I'm using is from Polyhaven, and you can check it out as well. We're gonna drop the strength to around 0.2 as we don't need it to be too strong. And also I'm using the mapping nodes here to rotate and change the SDRI. Next, let's press Shift T to duplicate our text here and change it to a different font. I'm using the Akira expanded font here, which is really bold and cool font. And here we can write the artist name, but I'll just put my own name here for now. Now moving to the step 2, the background and lighting, and we're gonna elevate our base to look much better. So starting with the background, I'm gonna press Shift A and add a plane here that'll act as our background, and rotate it and scale it to be behind our text here. Next, we can add some materials to all these objects. So let's switch to the object mode in the shader editor and open the material tab on the right here as well. So pressing new to create a new material here, just make sure the background is selected and a new material will be added. For this, I'm gonna go to the emission and increase it a little bit and change its color to a deep red for both the emission and base color. But as we can see, it's not showing the glow effect even if we increase the strength. So to fix that, we're gonna split the view here again, go to the compositor and press new. Here we're gonna press Shift A and add a glare node. As we can see, it's adding the glow effect already, and I'm gonna change it to fog glow and increase the strength a bit. Now we can see the glowing effect is visible, and adjust the strength of the background accordingly. For the text here, I'm also gonna make new material and make it pure black and drop the roughness a little bit. The text is not readable right now, but we're gonna fix it by using lighting in the next step. So again, repeating the same thing for the artist name as well, making it pure black and dropping the roughness. Next, we can add a lighting to make it much more visible. So I'm gonna press Shift A and add an area light and make it to be coming from the left of our text. Scale it up and position it, and we can see it's adding this light coming from the left here. We can increase the power accordingly to make it look much more visible. And as we can see, it's adding light to our text. We can duplicate it to put to the other side as well. Adding one more light to be coming from behind, which we'll use later, and just adjusting these lights to be coming from the front of our text. Now moving on to the step 3, we're gonna create a material effect using the secret texture node. So with the text selected, the first thing we're gonna do is press Shift T and duplicate our principal BSDF. I'm gonna change the color here to be green, increase the transmission to be full to create this crystal glass effect on our text. Now we need to switch between both these materials that we created, and to do that, we're gonna press Shift A and add a mix shader node. Connect both these materials together, and the factor setting here will allow us to switch between both. Now here our secret texture will come in handy, and it's called the Gabber texture. You can find it in the textures by pressing Shift A and then click the Gabber texture to add it. I'm gonna connect the value with the factor node, which means this will control our factor setting. To fine tune it even more, we can press Shift A and drop in a color ramp here as well. Now, if we press Ctrl-Shift-Click here, we can see the black and white values, which means black region is one material and white is the other one. Now another cool thing we can do is change the node to phase or this intensity setting, which will give different results. The one that I like the most is the phase one, as it has this nice gradient going down. So just play around with all these settings, creating a cool texture, blending between both these materials that we have created. And also the light that we added behind our text earlier comes in handy as well. We can increase power of this light to add some cool glowing effects. Now let's go to some important settings that will help us. So for the first one, I'm gonna increase the focal length to be around 100, as it gives a more zoomed in and flatter look for our cover art. For the second thing, in the compositor setting, we can duplicate our glare node and then stack different types of glow on our text, which can create cool and different results. So just play around with these settings as well. Now for the final step, we're gonna add a hand here to add another cool element in our design. I use Dash 3D to add the hands in this design. It's easy to use and highly customizable, and the Send to Blender plugin makes it easy to transfer files as well. Besides that, you can just grab a pre-rigged model from Sketchfab or any other 3D model website. Here I'm using the hand that I imported from Dash and just pausing it to create this cool element in front of our design. Another thing that makes it look much more realistic is using the subsurface scattering in the material settings. Just play around with the scale and the weight a little bit till you're happy with the result. So one final thing, I'm actually using the filmic setting here in the color management instead of AGX, as I like the filmic color better here for this project. And this is how the final artwork looks like. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.